Hi, Heather Smith here. I wanted to talk to you about using Chat GPT and the importance of your tone. So what we're looking at here is the front page of Chat GPT, and you click through here, try Chat GPT, and you come to this window. And so what I'm going to do is just put in here an example, just a very common thing that an email that you would send a client, which is, can you write an email to a client to let him know his management reports are ready for him to review, and if he has any questions, to book a meeting. So send that off, and so what's happened is ChatGPT has written an email, which is fine, and there will be things that would need editing, etc. in it, but it is not in my tone. So what you need to do is understand what tone you have and identify what tone you have and understand what tone you actually want to use. So what you can do is you can go along and you can ask it, you can ask ChatGPT, can you analyze the tone of my writing? And I've gone and jumped in and grabbed an article that I wrote. So this is an article that I wrote that's text from an article that I wrote. A lot of the things that are published have gone through editors, so they'll always have a slight nuance in what has surfaced. So this is something that I feel is quite clean in terms of what I've written in the tone. So I just wanted to show you this as an example. Okay, very long response there, wasn't it? Okay, but pick up what it said. It said informative, practical, authoritative, positive, and realistic. Okay, so all actually very a tone you would expect from an accountant. So what is really important to me also is to, within that tone, to be kind, okay, and to be empathetic. So this is an interesting one. I'm really focused on trying to be empathetic and kind. And you'll need to pull back and go, okay, what tone do I want here for the correspondence I'm putting out? So let me try again. So can you write an email using an informative, positive, practical, straightforward, kind and empathetic tone? Look a bit OTT, but you see what I'm going for here. Okay, so side by side, I'm just doing it this way so you can see both of them side by side. So on the left is the straightforward one without my tone in, without the addition of tone comment in it. And then on the right, I have the addition of tone comment on it. So structurally, same information, but it has a lot more flowers and kindness. So let's see how we go through this. If I go through that, okay, well, that almost is exactly the same. Okay, so then it goes in, we understand that reviewings can take time and effort, but we're confident you'll find them informative and useful. So it's really sort of drilling down into helping them and talking to them through it, and very, very personable. Okay, so it's interesting, this bit and this bit are really the main things that have changed there. But what I'd also like to highlight to you is you may feel that that's okay to send out, and you definitely do some slight alterations there to suit your tone, etc. But what I would also do is I'm going to come back to my original question here and pop that in there, and I'm going to say, can you write a concise email? And so what I've done is I'm told it I want it shortened. So again, it's still very nice, but it's short and to the point with that tone in. So a few things there. One, analyze the tone. Make sure you're comfortable with the tone you're using. Two, tell it to use that tone. Three, tell it to, if you want it short or long. Typically shorter is the better. People seem to have short attention spans, so typically concise and short is better. I think that this is really useful for accountants and bookkeepers who tend to be very informative, very neutral, whereas the client is very emotional about their financials. And using this, you can actually write what you want to write and then pop it back into Chat GPT and say, can you write this empathetically and kindly? And it will rewrite it out, softening the edges for you so you don't actually have to use your emotional energy to do it. You're relying on the robot to do it, but you're still getting the same result. And people at the other end, even though you're not being terse, sometimes feel that the letter or email from the accountant can be a bit terse, and they're now getting, love this letter. It's coming in with honey, a spoonful of sugar or honey or sweetened, and it's a lot nicer for them to receive and deal with. So hopefully that's useful. Chat GPT, identify your tone, identify the tone you want to work with, and tell it to rewrite content using that tone. Okay, cheers.